High above the bustling aisles of the toy shop sat Oliver, a teddy bear with a heart full of hope. He wasn't just any bear, he was a bear with a dream. He lived in a cozy toy shop, a haven filled with the scent of new toys and the echoes of children's laughter. Sunlight, warm and inviting, would sometimes stream through the window, gently warming his soft brown fur, making him feel a little less lonely. He waited patiently, day after day, watching the world go by from his perch on the shelf. Each day felt like a year. He longed for a child to notice his kind button eyes, eyes that held a universe of love and friendship, and his gentle stitched smile, a smile that promised endless cuddles and unwavering companionship. Children came and went, their eyes wide with wonder as they explored the colorful aisles. They were always choosing shiny cars with their bright colors and sleek designs, dolls with their pretty dresses and flowing hair, and bouncy balls that promised hours of fun and laughter. But sadly, never Oliver. He remained on the shelf, a silent observer. Still, he held on to hope, believing that one day, someone special would see him, truly see him, and recognize the love he had to offer. The bell above the door would jingle merrily, announcing the arrival of new customers, and Oliver would wish with all his might, "Please, let it be today. Let today be the day I find my forever home." The other toys, the race cars and the dolls, whispered stories of new homes and exciting adventures, and Oliver dreamed of his own, a home filled with warmth, laughter, and endless love. He was a bear full of quiet hope, a hope that burned brightly within him, never giving up on the possibility of finding his special someone. He waited, his heart full of dreams of cozy nights and loving embraces, for the friend he knew deep down would eventually come and take him home. One rainy afternoon, the kind that makes the world seem hushed and still, the little toy shop, tucked away on a quiet street corner, was quiet and dim. The air inside was thick with the scent of old wood and forgotten dreams. Suddenly, the bell jingled, a cheerful sound cutting through the stillness, and a small girl in a bright yellow raincoat entered, a splash of sunshine against the gray day, holding her grandmother's hand, her tiny fingers intertwined with the older woman's. Her name was Mia, a name as sweet and simple as she was, and her eyes were bright with curiosity, sparkling like the raindrops clinging to the shop's window. She looked past the flashy toys and dolls, the ones that blinked and beeped, her gaze traveling up to the highest shelf, where a lonely teddy bear named Oliver sat patiently waiting. Their eyes met. A silent connection formed across the distance, Mia's and Oliver's button eyes, locking in a gaze that felt like destiny. She pointed, her small hand reaching towards the bear, whispering, barely audible above the soft patter of rain, "Grandma, look, that bear!" Her grandmother smiled, a knowing smile that understood the language of a child's heart, and Mia's face lit up with gentle joy, a pure, unadulterated happiness that radiated outwards. Oliver felt a flutter in his chest, a feeling he hadn't experienced in all his years on the shelf. He knew with a certainty that warmed his stuffing, she was the one. In that moment, a spark ignited, hope became real, tangible, a promise whispered on the wind. This was the child he had been waiting for, the one who would finally give him a home and a heart to belong to. Mia, her heart overflowing with joy, knew she couldn't leave Oliver behind. He looked so lonely and lost. So Mia took Oliver home that very day, tucking him safely in her arms, promising him a world of adventures and endless cuddles. Her home was warm and smelled of cookies, a comforting aroma that wrapped around them like a gentle hug. Stepping inside, Oliver felt a sense of belonging wash over him. He knew he belonged. Together, they had tea parties, filled with imaginary cakes and endless chatter. They shared secrets, whispered in hushed tones, promising to keep each other's dreams safe. And Mia told him all about her day, the funny things that happened at school, and the stories she read in her books. At night, Oliver watched over her from the bedside table, a silent guardian in the soft glow of the nightlight. He was her best friend and protector, always there to chase away the monsters under the bed. She hugged him close before sleep, his soft fur comforting against her cheek, whispering, "Good night, Oliver. You're my best friend." Her voice a gentle lullaby. Oliver's button eyes shone with love, reflecting the warmth of their friendship. He kept her fears away and listened to her dreams, guarding her sleep with unwavering devotion. Their bond grew stronger with every moment, woven with laughter, secrets, and unconditional love. He was more than a toy. He was her friend, her confidant, and a cherished member of her family. Time passed, and Mia grew taller. Her yellow raincoat became too small. Tea parties faded as new friends and bigger books filled her days. One day, Mia gently placed Oliver in a box as her room was tidied. The attic was dark and quiet, but Oliver held on to memories of laughter and hugs. Seasons changed, and years slipped by. Still, he waited, patient and hopeful. One day, the attic door opened, sunlight streaming in. A grown-up Mia appeared, searching for old memories. She found Oliver, her eyes soft with recognition. "Oliver," she whispered, just like she used to. Mia lifted Oliver from the box, hugging him close as memories flooded back. She carried him downstairs, where a new sound filled the house, her daughter Emma's laughter. Mia knelt beside Emma, introducing Oliver as her childhood friend. Emma's eyes sparkled as she hugged Oliver tightly. In that instant, Oliver felt love bloom again. He was held by a child once more, his story beginning anew. A new chapter, a new friend to love. Oliver's heart swelled with happiness. Hope, it seemed, was never lost.